Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's lifestyle episode. Today, we're going to talk about fitness wearables. It will be watches, straps, and a really cool one I found that it was a ring, actually. So, I wanted to make this episode because I myself bought a fitness wearable, or actually, I bought a smartwatch, and I found a lot of information and some really cool devices, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Um, First of all, I want to clarify I don't think there's like a best wearable. I think what matters the most is what you are looking for specifically and making your choice based on that. However, I do recommend to have one fitness wearable because you can measure your workouts. And remember that what can be measured can be managed. So it's really important or useful to have that tool with you. For today, I'm going to show you actually the websites of the ones that I like the most and what I do believe are the best ones for measuring your fitness and your trainings. Uh, and well, I'll put the links in the description so that you can find it later, and you can check them yourself. Maybe you'll still find some Black Friday deals on them. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Fitbit. And actually, what I saw is that the Fitbit measures exactly the same thing as a Apple Watch and as a Galaxy smartwatch. So what they measure is your activity throughout the day, meaning how many steps you've taken, if you've gone up 10 floors, if you have been sitting for a lot of time. Most of them, they send you a notification saying like, hey, you might want to stretch a bit. So that's actually really nice. You can measure your workouts. There are already different types of workouts created there, so you can actually just select one, and they will start to measure the time, and they will start to measure the calories you've been burning and your heart rate during that specific time. So it's really nice to see, for example, the intensity in each one of your workouts. So I actually compared a lot of between the Apple Watch, the Galaxy, and the Fitbit, and they all have the same features. And if you have, or if you prefer having your smartphone notifications or your email or something, I do think that the Apple Watch and or the Galaxy are the best options. The Fitbit will give you, I think you can connect it now to Spotify, the Fitbit 4, and it's really good if you're into running. So if you like to run a lot, these are the ones that have the most accurate GPS for running and to actually see on the screen your pace, the kilometers, etc. So what I found also in reviews I read is that this Fitbit is really good for people who run a lot or who like to run a lot. The next two I'm going to talk about are actually they're not watches. One is a strap on the wrist, and the other one is a ring. And the difference between those two and all the rest of the fitness trackers is that they measure heart rate variability. What does that mean? Is basically the amount of time between one of your heartbeats and the other heartbeat. And that is really important because it indicates your readiness level or your preparedness level to do physical activity. So the Whoop strap, which is one of the devices I'm going to show you, and the Aura ring, which is the other one, they both measure heart rate variability and they give you a score on readiness for you to perform on physical exercise. So that is really interesting. They also combine that with measuring your body temperature, and that's how they give you a score to tell you you're ready to take on the day or you should take it slowly. Okay? So first, we're gonna go see the Whoop strap. As you can see, this is a normal strap that you attach to your wrist. Our coach Jan and our coach Tim, they both have one. So if you have any doubts or you want to have a more personal review of it, just go ahead and ask them. From what I've seen, they really love it, so they're really happy with it for the moment, and you might actually go ahead and ask them. As I said, the Whoop strap doesn't have a screen, doesn't have anything, so you will not be able to see any notifications as with a smartwatch. What it does have is actually these three components that it will measure for you 24/7, and that they will give you a score of readiness. So it is your sleep. It will tell you how much sleep you got versus the sleep you needed. The recovery, which is a score that will tell you if you're ready to take on fully on the day, or you might want to take it slow. And the strain you put on your body, which is basically the workouts you've done and your physical activity. So as you see here, if you go into the website, it will show you the screens. This works through an app on your smartphone, and the goal is that you never take off your strap. So in each one of the windows of the app, you will have a readiness score every day, which basically ranges in three zones. The green zone that will tell you you are recovered and you can really perform today, so go for it. The yellow zone, that is between the middle, okay, you can go for it, but your body still needs some recovery. And the red zone, that it basically says like, dude, take it easy, because the strain you put and the recovery you have are not optimal for your performance. Whoop is used by a lot of CrossFit athletes, game athletes. And the cool thing I found also is that if you do another type of sport, for example, if you do jujitsu or boxing or something, they have different accessories. For example, they have a band that you put in your arm in case you do a contact sport. Or they actually, as you see here, they have just a bigger band that you can put in your bicep to continue measuring your heart rate and your workout. So if you do another activity that doesn't allow you to have like a watch or a wristband, this is a really good option. And finally, we have the Aura Ring, which basically all the other devices measure your heart rate through the arteries in your wrist. The Aura Ring does it through the arteries in your fingers. So they say it's a bit more accurate. And as I mentioned before, the Aura Ring also measures the heart rate variability, and it will also give you a readiness score. So the disadvantage, let's say, of this one is that you cannot use it for all of sports. For example, for CrossFit with the bars, it might be hard. They still have integrations with Google Fitness or Apple Fitness, so you can still track your workouts. But me personally, if I have to take it on and off, I'll probably lose it, or it might not be ideal. But if your sports are more only cardio, that you don't use a lot of your hands or you don't risk scratching your ring, it might be a good option. So I actually encourage you to go into each one of the websites to check what they have, and just to see if you get more inclined to be part of one community, let's say, or the other. As I said, I don't think there's a best wearable. It all depends on what you're looking for and what you want to get out of your wearable. Okay? So if you have any doubts overall on Whoop, our coaches can actually give you a full review that I'm even sure they'll be happy to do it. And if you have any other questions, just feel free to drop a comment below with the questions, and I'll make sure to get back to you personally, okay? Thank you so much for your time. See you next time.